So I am in Germany. I just changed my flag to Germany temporarily. Unless I stay here forever, then maybe it'll be permanent.
So happy that Title Tuesday is back.
Oh, welcome back to Mate M. I'm happy too. I just finished a long classical tournament a few days ago in Biel. So I'm hoping to be like sharpened up from the tournament. I think I'll probably do some warm-up games like before the actual tournament starts. I'll probably play both Title Tuesdays today. The second Title Tuesday will be starting at 11 p.m. Germany time and then finishing on Wednesday. Did you gain any rating from the tournament? But I gained negative half a rating point. So I'm not actually sure like what happens to my FIDE rating, if it will drop. Because they usually round to the nearest whole number. So I came in at 2374. I might drop to 2373. But we shall see. Welcome back to Syncopede. Didn't Syncopede just sub like a few days ago?
3-year-old daughter wants to watch Eric Rosen every day before bed.
Before bed,
She
wow.
says you're her favorite streamer.
Oh, that's nice. I'll try and be a bedtime-friendly streamer. Avoid making any loud noises. But we'll see. We'll see. This tournament might be up and down, as it usually is for Title Tuesday. Let's hop into a warm-up game. I'm on my travel setup. Still kind of getting used to my travel mouse. The basic Logitech mouse. Playing Grand Prix Attack this game. I did stream the Title Arena on Lichess a few days ago. And what is this line? I have castle. Or I think this is actually considered to be good for white. Knight b5.
Play a Smith-Morra for my anniversary.
Oh. Too late now. Maybe in a future game. I'm back, J-Page. And Spudge, happy 9 months. Thank you, Arseniy, for the nice words. Yeah, Vampire Chicken will be back to do commentary for my next event in Norway. Hoping to have a video feed for that event, so it should be even more fun to watch, hopefully. Am I winning a pawn here? Takes. I think I am. Take with queen. There's knight c7. I could throw in knight d6. Or takes, and then I was thinking queen d6. Knight c7 looks fine. If takes... Actually wondering if I can take on a8. Oh, now bishop e3. This is looking really good. Rook is almost trapped. I think black has to play b6. And then I take... Not winning the rook. I'm calculating takes knight d5, queen e4. Bishop b3. There's knight e6 too. Wow, there's moves here. Okay, let's play knight e6. So I'm double attacking the queen, even though my bishop and knight are kind of both hanging. If black takes either one, I win the queen. I can take on g7 now. Still attacking the queen. And there's bishop c5 as well. Bishop d4. Just have to watch my time. Controlling the center here. Life is pretty good. Takes. So close to winning. Wait a minute. I think bishop takes f6 is actually the cleanest. Rook takes and then I take here, and the queen is attacked on d8. Queen b6, king h1. If we trade, my knight's defended. White's up 3 pawns. Bishop's attacked. We'll simplify. Play this. If rook takes b2, I play bishop b3. And the rook is encaged. Knight a5 might come. Knight a5, rook e7. There's a funny line. Knight a5, rook e7, rook h8, bishop g8. Oh, it's such a nice move. Oh no, my bishop, but... Okay, black wants to run. Check. What is this move? I'm just trying to checkmate. I do have to watch my time. Getting a little bit low. There's no increment. I lose time with every move, even pre-moves. Check. Check. Mate. Yeah, maybe there were more efficient ways there, but getting the job done. Opponent resigns. Welcome back to Shock Prophet, who also might be in the same country I'm in currently. I'm in Germany. I'm playing under the German flag today. Where exactly? I would share my GPS coordinates, but I don't know them off the top of my head. I'm in Berlin, so maybe that will narrow things down. I don't know if I'm going to be playing any like Berlin defenses today. What do we call it? Berlin Wall. I will say the city of Berlin is much more interesting than the opening. No offense to the opening. Let's do another game. Okay, I'll play a Smith-Morra if, yeah, okay. I forget who exactly wanted a Smith-Morra, but someone was requesting it. This is what I sometimes play as black. You need 2. Ooh, good thing I didn't pre-move bishop f4. Yeah, I don't know the theory here. Like h3? I think white's supposed to play in a like kind of more positional manner. Going for the gradual pressure in the center. Bishop takes e6. Or bishop to e6. I'm calculating bishop takes e6. The thing is, white has like decent control over d5. I think I'd rather keep the tension between the bishops. Probably just double up the rooks. And exploit the pawn. Take on f6. Bishop d5. Ooh. Counterattack. If I take with rook... Wait a minute, take with rook. Wow, this position's confusing. I take with rook. Pawn takes. I take there, take there. I think this works. I'm not sure though. It might not work. Bishop takes, 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 takes. I'm down material. Yeah, that was probably a bad move. I take on b7 in the end. Problem is b2 hangs. Well, my opponent's confused too, so hopefully it works out for the best. I'm calculating e5 in the very end. Wait a minute, can I have... If I took on e7, then they take on c4. Wow. Wonder why black rejected that. So now I have 2 knights for a rook. Should be pretty good for white now. Pawns are equal. These pawns are like potentially exploitable. Queen g4, e5. Nice positional move. Now e6 is really weak. Attacking, defending. Feels like very close to tactics here. I think I can just take on e6. f5. I didn't really calculate rook f5. If this rook f5, I have rook to e8.
Hey Eric, hey chat, hope you're all
I'm
doing
forking.
well. London all-time off request if you remember.
Oh, XY Sparks. Favorite openings. I feel like your favorite openings haven't changed in many years. Happy 73 months. Almost certainly we'll get a London today. I played London the first round of Buell. It worked out really nicely. I've actually been studying like a lot more e4 recently. I also played TieuAnhNgan in Buell. It was my quickest win. I was winning with black after, it was like winning after 17 moves. Actually, my TieuAnhNgan game in Buell won the beauty prize. Okay. Opponent blundered mate. Yeah, I think black was better. Like if they navigated through the chaos of these complications, and this position, black could take on f6. And I am attacking the rook, but my knight's hanging. So I think I was going to take, but then black can take. And my bishop's hanging, my pawn's hanging. I was going to try e5 here. Maybe it's still a mess. Black should be better somehow, I imagine. White's winning! Is e5 the only winning move? Oh, wait a minute. White's up a piece. I thought I was down the exchange in this line. Wait. White winning the whole time? Wow. I miscounted. I was calculating the key line, but I just didn't realize I'd get rid of this rook. So the rooks are equal. Okay, that's why black went for the other line. But it's already just really good for white. So knight d4 is a blunder. Thank you, Patrick VF. Happy 18 months. Yeah, it's weird, this game. Like, I played rook takes g4 thinking it was a mistake. And then later, I played knight takes e6, not even realizing I was forking. Just unknowingly making good moves. Andy as Yoda said, may the forks be with you. They were with me this game. Why are you German? I'm not sure. I'm in Germany, so that makes me German, right? Anyway, I'm gaining rating before Title Tuesday begins. Should I play more chess? Or should I just chill and answer questions? There's a question, was your knight pinned in the end? This knight was pinned to my queen. So actually, I wasn't really threatening to take either rook. That's true. What was I threatening? I'm probably just threatening to move my queen. And then I would be forking the rooks. Or threatening to take either rook. Also setting up discoveries. One person says chill. Do people want more chess? What advice do you have for time scrambles with bishops on the board or with knights on? Not sure if like the pieces on the board will really change my general advice for time scrambles. Like usually when you're low on time, you want to try and minimize blunders as much as possible. You want to look for ways to grab the initiative, like make threats against your opponent. Also, like try and play quickly, obviously, but save as much time as possible for the more like critical moments or complicated positions. I mean, generally, when the time is lower for both players, sometimes knights are more valuable. But in general, like towards the end of the game, bishops can be more valuable because position usually opens up more. Bishops should usually be favored in the endgame. I think a big thing for a lot of players is a lot of people just focus on what they want to do without really paying attention to what the opponent wants to do. But in every position, regardless of the stage of game or the time situation, you really have to be thinking from both sides. And that's usually one way to minimize blunders, is to look at your opponent's pieces, see what they're threatening, and yeah, don't give away anything for free. Easier said than done. Hey Eric, do you prefer the Alapin or delayed Alapin? I prefer the Grand Prix attack, which is knight c3. But Alapin, yeah, I do occasionally play. I probably have played the delayed Alapin more. And the reason for that is after knight f3, you can kind of choose whether or not to play c3 based on black's move. So the most common moves here for black are knight c6, d6, and e6. Sometimes you'll get g6 or a6, but these are probably the three most common moves. And each of these moves can lead to slightly different outcomes if you are planning to play delayed Alapin. With d6, c3, the difference between this and normal Alapin is in this position, black can play this move, threatening the pawn, and you can't immediately play d4, and you can't play e5 because the pawn is restricting e5 push. So this leads to a slightly different line. The move here is actually bishop e2. You say, oh no, my pawn, and then you win the knight. And then a lot of players will play knight c6, blocking the diagonal, threatening to take the pawn, and then you play d4. And this actually works tactically because if takes, you play d5, you remove the knight, knight moves anywhere, you have queen a4 check, and winning e4. So this is one example of like the difference with black's setup compared to like a normal Alapin where like if it's this line, then white has e5 and it's just a different variation. But yeah, there's a lot more to dig into with these variations. How much prep did you do in Biel at night? It was usually, I'd say on average, a couple hours in the evening, a couple hours in the morning. Maybe at some point, I mean, probably not soon, but once my tournament's over in Norway and I'm back home, I probably won't mind sharing like how much extensive prep I did in ChessBase. Like for every game, I would create a ChessBase file, and it would be pretty extensive, like all the different opening lines I could expect for the given opponent. But it's too risky to share when I'm like in the midst of competing in tournaments. And there were some games where like I do a ton of prep for an opponent, and they wouldn't go into my prep, they would just deviate sometimes as early as move 1. But then I would save that prep for a future opponent. That happened with my game. I had prepared the Catalan against Grandmaster Sasha Kiran. He played e4, so avoiding it, and I played it several rounds later against someone who tried to surprise me with a Catalan. So it's the nature of opening prep.
Hi Eric in foreign country. Nice
Hello.
to see you back and good luck to prettiest country in the world, Norway.
Oh, thank you, HVL. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Norway. Been looking at pictures of Trondheim. It looks like a fairy tale. I was in Norway for the first time, it was what, a year and a half ago. It was really nice, but it was February, so it was really cold. This time it'll be August. Days will be long. It won't be too hot either. I did get a rating refund for, yeah, my one speedrun game. So my rating actually didn't go down. Have you drank German beer yet? I haven't. I've had 0 beer on my trip so far. I had an iced latte earlier. In Germany, when you order an iced latte, they put ice cream in the latte. It was pretty good. They didn't put ice, just coffee, like cold brew and ice cream, basically. I have time for one more game. Okay, one more game. Playing 2 something something. Oh, also from Germany. The name sounds Vietnamese. Okay, let's play chess. Maybe Accelerated Dragon. We have Marazzi Bind. So I like to play this move order against Marazzi. Oh, F3 is slightly trendy. I haven't looked at this in a while. Bishop E6. I should really know what to do here. I know I'm not supposed to go for A5, A4. Unless, am I? Maybe against Bishop D3. I should check the theory with this. Okay, going into it. Rook. And this is a typical setup for Accelerated Dragon. I have knight d7. Take. Take and then knight d7. We'll probably get this typical endgame. Knight d5, we trade queens, I take on d5. White will have the bishop pair. I'll have the good dragon bishop. It's hard for white to fight for the a file. Actually don't have to take right away. If takes, I just win the knight. Yeah, king f8 actually looks fine here. A2. Just gonna make slow and steady improvements. Watch my time. Watch out for this move. H4. Ooh. I think I have to take the knight now. And then save the pawn. I still like the position. Controlling the only open file. White can't play rook a1. Rook a2 is coming. I guess we'll probably end up trading rooks. Eat once. Actually, I might repeat twice. Just not 3 times. B4, wow. 5, take. Rook a3. Sting. Thank you, Sir Bubbleton. Happy 29. Bishop e4, f5 traps the bishop. Rook's attacked. Almost didn't see that. Not thrilled with what I did. Ay. Take. Work. Gotta move way faster. King should be on d8. Still in decent control. Chess is a draw. Let me turn on my heart rate. Forgot to do that at the beginning of the stream. Okay, that was a hard fought draw. I think I got a little bit careless somewhere. Yeah, this was not a great move because it gave the electric bishop some life. Maybe f5 was better. Is there a free bishop at some point? I'm sure there were mistakes in the time scramble. When was the bishop hanging, though? Not quite seeing it. What advice do you have for a 750 ELO player who's stuck at that ELO? At that level, I think doing a lot of tactics will hopefully help eventually translate into your games. Sometimes playing slower games too, to kind of build up a better thought process and intuition and experience. I know a lot of people are drawn to like blitz or faster time controls, but 10-minute games or longer will sometimes be more beneficial in the long run. Oh yeah, the top seed is Perugia. No Hikaru, no Magnus. Danlaz. And still super strong. Levan Aronian is a 18th seed. I have to scroll down pretty far to find my name. Quality Boof says, I've gotten so used to playing 3-0 that playing a 10-minute game was so refreshing. Yeah, it's like drinking hot tea all the time. And then you try iced tea and it's also really refreshing. Why are you in Germany? It's just a midway like point. There's some good flights to Norway from here. Yeah, for everyone just joining, I'm in Berlin. I'm playing under the German flag today. This is not something I've done before of changing my flag on chess.com. Maybe next week I'll change my flag to Norway. Although next week, I think next week the tournament is starting. I don't know if I'll be able to play Title Tuesday. Might depend how long my first round goes. You think it's helpful to play longer time controls like 15-10? Yeah, I would say that that's probably a preferable time control. But what's most important, I think there's two important factors when like playing online games with intention of learning. First is to play in an environment where there's like few distractions, where you're not like constantly having your phone buzzing or people distracting you. And then secondly, with any game you play, regardless of the result, you should make an effort to go over it and take away a few lessons, whether it be with a coach or engine analysis or bring it into like a lichess study, run the free analysis, just check the openings from the game. There's a lot of ways to like, go over a game and take away lessons, take a position from the opening, and then like look at the strong players who have played the same position before. Like for this game, I kind of forgot my prep. So okay, if I had more time now, I'd probably just bring the game into lichess, use the opening explorer, and then see what grandmasters have had this position with black, and then see how they play from the middle game. Anyway, yeah, tournament starting in 30 seconds. Chat will be in emote only mode. Here we go. First game. Thanks everyone for the good luck wishes. Playing Arseniy Kryazhev. Have a queen's pawn opening. Catalan. Just sticking with my usual stuff. The Ray Robson variation. Yeah, no predictions for this tournament. Maybe the next one. We'll see. Oh, A3. A3 is kind of trendy. C6 here. What's a move? This move order. Actually, not sure about this move order. 3. A5. No. I think I just play this and then maybe like knight d5. It looks ugly. White does win back the pawn and my d-pawns get doubled. Knight d5, b4 is weak. I do block the diagonal as well. These moves can be coming. Three. Maybe rook b8 first. We trade c4 for b4. If knight c4, rook b4, I hit the knight. b2 is a target. a7 is also a target. So queen c2. Queen c2, maybe knight b6. Doing well on time. Pam wants a Stafford. Maybe later. Yeah, now I attack the knight, unleashing the queen. d4 is undefended. It takes, and I'm hitting d4 and b2 with the queen and rook. That's a move I forgot about. Do I have takes and then takes? Maybe just be trading. I think this works though. I'm willingly getting forked, but I have queen b2. a7 hangs. Wait, oh, that doesn't quite work. I forgot about king d2. There's a funny move, bishop b7, which I don't think works. What to do here? Bishop d7. h8. Knight e7, king h8, castling. I take on e2. Then rook b1. 3. And take in rook c8. I'm threatening to take the bishop. Rook a8's covered by the knight. There's this move, though. Oh, but then I take the bishop and I have rook c8. So bishop f3. Still a little bit tricky. Rook c1, bishop d1. Rook. Let's start with this. It's not simple. Yeah, I get 4 on 3, I guess. Play like g6. G6 castle, bishop e2. Yeah. Yeah, I'll grind the rook ending. The problem is rook b7. Okay, still fighting for a win. This could be a very long game. Move around a bit and gain time. Feels risky what white's doing. Oh no! What's the... Okay, I lost connection for a moment there. But I still have time. I don't know if the stream died. I got down to 3 seconds. Okay. 113 moves. No. No. My thing. This might be the longest game I've ever played in Title Tuesday. Okay, it's a draw. Wonder if it was a draw the whole time. Next game is probably starting soon. Almost disconnected and
Good luck,
lost by
Eric.
forfeit there.
Less than 3.
Wait, why is emote only mode off? Turn it back on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, really no time to cool down. Okay, playing some kind of Sicilian. Again, no predictions for this tournament. Maybe later, though. The next Title Tuesday. So, man, this could be a very long tournament. That first game felt like a marathon. Okay, castle. Avoiding threefold. Opponent was fighting for a draw there. Ooh. I was expecting knight d4 again. We have some like Khan, Taimanov. I put the queen on d3 because very often the queen stands well on g3. Some bishop h6 ideas of black castles. Also ideas of bishop f4 to trap the queen if black doesn't castle. e5 would kick the bishop, but then really weaken the squares in the center. Black does have the d4 square. I probably don't mind like taking and like d5. Now there's ideas of bishop b6, which is very unpleasant for black. Because queen e8 runs into this move. Very powerful pork. And d6 doesn't help. I think the only move is probably this move. Not quite winning material. Thinking just bishop d3. And then prepare c3. Because if knight moves, I again have bishop e6. I don't think it matters. Like if the knight moves back, there's that move. Wait, am I losing? Wow. A massive blind spot. I'm losing a queen. Or am I? I have bishop g5. Bishop g5 might save me. I can also take and get 2 minor pieces for the queen. Bishop g5, take, take. I think I have to go for this. Yeah, this is big oversight. Thankfully, the knight's attacked, so I might be losing a pawn, like takes. Maybe I'm not losing a pawn. Oh, maybe I am, like takes, takes, takes. I'll still have a decent knight. f4 to do. Oh, this could be another long game. With rook d1. Doing well on time. Probably get my king off this diagonal. Although I probably don't mind, like, rook c8's coming. I play g4? Go for g4. h6. 5. There's h4, bishop takes, and then g5 takes. It's a fascinating line. I'm going to go for this. I'm sacking 2 pawns, but the bishop gets kind of stuck. I'm threatening this. g6 doesn't help because I take and the f-pawn's pinned. Black's trying to hold on. I have rook g2. Threatening to take and trap the bishop. I don't see a defense for black. Okay. Opponent resigned. So, that was round 2. I almost lost a queen that game. Queen did kind of get trapped, but I had this resource bishop g5, and everything turned out to be okay. It felt like I was on the verge of winning here, too. Maybe I mishandled things. Also, black could have maybe tried this first. I guess then I have queen g4 and back to d1. Yeah, c3 was an oversight. Yeah, the resulting position is still very playable. Best move, bishop takes d4 and then e5. Okay. Yeah, and then I guess d4 is gonna fall eventually. So, 1.5 out of 2. That round I was not the final game. Looks like there are there games going? There are. Watching a random game here. Oh yeah, I did have the chance for a draw at the beginning of this game. We entered this typical repetition thing. Sometimes you see in like high-level games. In this position, black could play knight d4, after which I probably repeat another couple times. And then, yeah, I wouldn't play bishop e2 for a third time. I'd probably play b3, bishop b2, and do this stuff, like e1, e5. Games are finishing. Is this Gary? No. Garang from France. Interesting position. This might be a draw. White has a bishop, but the king and bishop are stuck. Wait a minute, black just gave a pawn. Still might be a draw. Wait, no, the bishop... Okay, well now it's winning. Bishop would be able to go to c1 and then king can walk in. What's the reasoning behind the always repeat idea? There's, I'd say, probably a few reasons. And it's only sometimes always repeat, if that makes any sense. But repeating twice can give you some information, like if the opponent actually is fighting for a draw. Also, sometimes you gain time. You're playing with increment, even if it's just a few seconds. Or you try and induce your opponent to deviate and go into a worse line. Question, what's your favorite chess mood course? Probably one of the opening courses. But probably not their course on how to refute the Stafford Gambit. My least favorite course. Oh, I'm playing the player who I played in Spain in round 1. Who beat me, so this is my shot at revenge. It's funny, against this player I was very close to playing... Oh, they're not playing e4. Play c5? Offering a dragon? Okay, well, we'll go into something I don't usually play. Some kind of Boffinic. Reverse Boffinic. Now, let me put back on emo only. Try and keep the pace here. Knight's coming to e3. Do I want to take it? Interesting. I just castle and knight d4. This could get spicy. I'm allowing takes in h6. White doesn't go for. If there's g4 knight f5, then deal with it. c3 is coming. Take. Let's start with taking. f5. If white doesn't take, I'm probably ready to push f4. White does take, I recapture with bishop. That's a move. At a5. There's also bishop d3. Wow. Super tricky now. There's rook f7. Rook f7 is probably the safest. Oh, but knight e3. e3 and bishop d5. At a5. Like, not super comfortable. Hey, it's Perrin Abara, the 500 bits. Thanks so much. Do appreciate it. Yeah, not the coziest position. Try and put my pieces back on normal squares. E5 idea. Interesting. Hmm. Going after the h-pawn. And my bishop was a target on e6 too. Like f4, d4 coming. Hitting the pawn along the 4th rank. g8. Hmm. I miss that move. I take. With queen e2. Spicy position. Okay. I won on time. Final position should be winning-ish. I guess white did have rook d2. I'd be up a pawn. Good fight. And it got really crazy towards the end. We were both low on time. At first it looked like white was in good shape. Like, his 93 move I overlooked. My queen was tied down to the bishop and attacked. But somehow, yeah, I held on. It's f5, queen g5, and it was hard for white to exploit the queen on g5. Knight c4 would allow queen g4. Okay, I got revenge. Redemption achieved. Hums is asking on move 17 or 18, d3. Oh, bishop takes d3. I was considering this. I mean, when white plays this move, there's two threats. There's knight takes f5 as a threat, and bishop d5 as a threat. So taking would allow bishop d5, and I'd lose rook for bishop. And I was considering, like, allowing this line, but I don't think I have enough for the material deficit. But somehow I managed to keep everything under control. Like going forward, yeah, white didn't quite manage to achieve much of anything. Until later, then it got spicy. Yeah, who knows what's happening here? Stockfish probably knows. f5 and white's almost winning. Queen takes. I was holding on. I'm nearly getting mated here. Like if rook takes f2, then this is checkmate. Double checkmate. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you. Yeah, it feels weird, like, coming back to streaming after so much tournament chess. Trying to find my rhythm today. We have one more game until a break. 2.5 out of 3. I'm in Berlin, Germany. It's a nice city. A lot of good food. Very soon I'll be going to Norway. Okay, playing Grandmaster from India. Here we go. Caro-Kann. Play something solid. E3. A trick with this move order? Play c3 first. Oh, maybe there is a trick. I'm just improvising now. Thank you, Grey Notes. Appreciate the sub. This castle. Like g5, g4, g5. Go for this. The move f4. f4, f5 is interesting. Even like f4, g4. Running f5. Black could play f5 himself. Probably king h1, knight g1, knight f3. Oh, I hung a bishop. I hung a bishop. That's really bad. Saw it like right after I moved too. What to do? F3. I could resign. F4 is also falling. Yeah, this is probably going to be my first loss of the tournament. Yeah, this is just a really, really bad position now. Any hope? F2. Nothing to lose. Might as well play on a few more moves. Go crazy, g4, g5. Maybe the opponent will get careless. Also probably not. Going for c4. If I get my opponent below 30 seconds, it'll be a success. They're slowing down a little bit. I'm losing more material. F4 is going to hang. Take. What to do? There's very little fight here. That's a good move. One con ambulance. Probably for me. Oh, I ran out of time. Okay. That was a sad game. Let's look at the position before I blundered a piece. At queen e1 is pretty unacceptable type of blunder. I was seeing the e-file X-ray vision. I kind of forgot my queen had a job on e1 or on d1. So best move was f5, which crossed my mind. I mean, it's risky. I guess I guess white has a lot of counterplay. If takes... d5 hang. And bishop h2 is the best move. Yeah, I guess when I was considering f5, I didn't realize that I'm just like trading f pawn for d pawn. And losing h2 is not super relevant. Okay. Was there a reason you played into an opening you rarely play? Wait, referring to this game? It's true I don't like play the exchange Caro too often. I play these structures a lot, usually from the black side of a Carlsbad. This is the white side, but still also a Carlsbad. And there's a lot of lines like within the exchange Caro where like you can deviate, and it's more about understanding where the pieces should go. I felt like I got a nice setup. Just one bad moment kind of determines the game. I played a lot of things over the years against the Caro-Kann. Like last year, I went through a phase of playing knight c3, classical variation. For a long time, I've played the two knights attack, which is still kind of my main weapon. There's also the hillbilly, which I haven't played in a while. Gambit, bishop b3. Engine doesn't like it, but it looks fun. Queen h5, etc. Question from Galifix. Do you play Go? I went through a phase of like learning and then playing Go for a couple weeks during pandemic times. If you search my YouTube channel, you'll find, I think, at least one video. I didn't quite get into it. I still play a lot of Scrabble. Scrabble is probably my second game behind chess. So we do have a break coming up. This will be usually a 6-minute break after the final game of round 4 ends. All the games done? This didn't update. This is still going. This looks like a draw. As black, I would be looking for stalemate tricks. Probably good to keep the rook here. Oh, like that. Yeah, rook h6 is a nice stalemate trick. Keep the rook on the 6th rank. This is a classic draw. Black has a Philidor setup. Do you play shogi? No. There was one time, chess grandmaster Yuri Shulman was trying to teach me shogi, but also a game I didn't quite get into. I do like Wordle. I haven't played it in a while, though. Maybe we can spend the break playing Wordle. Do I speedrun Wordle for next few minutes? Okay, chat. I guess I shouldn't look at chat, because chat could spoil it. What word should I guess? Pawn, bishop, rook. Wait, I need a 5-letter word. Knight, queen. I mean, queen is a bad guess, guessing the Q and 2 E's. Okay, let's guess round, because we just finished round 4.
Pawns.
Pawns. Well, it's not pawns, because there's an R in the word. Let's guess break, because we're on a break. Oh, okay. So there's an E and an R out of position. Well, we also got the A. So maybe like something regal. Kings are very regal in the game of chess. Okay. Feral. I mean, the R has to be in the middle position. Only word I can think of, like a feral cat. Let's go. Got it in 4. That was fun. Hope people enjoyed that. Been a while since I did Wordle. Do I do Chessel now? Do I just speedrun all these games, daily challenges? Chessel. Let me bring up the timer too. See how much time we have. Okay, we have 3 minutes. So that's enough time for Chessel. We'll do expert mode. And here we go. This is my default Chessel guess. Push all the center pawns, bring out the knights, and see what we get. Oh, it's kind of cut off. We can see here. So d4, d5, c4. Looks like it's going to be a Queen's Gambit. Maybe Ragozin. Let's say, when I have 3. Hmm.
Greetings from Berlin, Eric. Hope
Oh,
you're enjoying
greetings.
your stay. Smile.
Also greetings from Berlin. Thank you, Ojat. Okay, I'm guessing this. Ooh, okay. So we got the first 2 moves correct. So it's d4, I have 6, c4, e6. But not knight c3. So, and not knight f3. So probably g3. It's probably a Catalan. g3, d5, bishop g2. Let's say bishop e7. I have 3 in castle. Oh, castling's not right though. Maybe d takes c4? No, that can't be right either. Time is running out. Bishop g2. What else can black play here? Let's try this. Oh, black could play like this, and then this, and then this. That's what I like to play against a Catalan. Submit. Oh! I got all of them correct, except the final move, bishop b4 check. So what's the move here? Not bishop b4. Bishop e7, maybe? Submit? It's not bishop e7. a6. Yeah, a6 is actually... a6 or knight c6, probably. Oh, but knight c6 is not the move. Yeah, let's go with a6. Okay. Got Chessel. It took 5 tries. c5 would not have been the move either, because yeah, we eliminated it on the first try. Anyway, back to Title Tuesday. Let's find okay. Chat and emote only. So 2.5 out of 4. His name sounds familiar. I feel like they maybe also played Beal. Not sure though. We have a Queen's Gambit. We'll play c6. I play Cambridge Springs in this move order. I'll try. Usually the knight's on f3 and the queen's back on d1. but still reminiscent of Cambridge Springs. Actually, g6 is playable here. Yeah, let's go for g6. I have the bishop pair. This bishop has some work to do to find a life. Probably b6 and bishop b7 if possible. c5 might be coming. That's probably okay though. Like c5, maybe a5. Bishop d7, queen d6, and then probably bishop d7. Maybe some h5, h4. It's a solid position for both sides. Put the rook on c8. b5, I have c5. Thinking about some knight g4 eventually. Provoke white to commit to some move like g3 or knight g3. Of h3, I think I can take on e3. That pawn would be overworked. Just trying to maximize the pressure. Might have this move h4 takes and then takes on d4. Interesting. White doesn't take. I do have h3 now. I don't think I want to trade bishops. Trying to figure out what my plan is. e7. Sure what to do. Bring the f6 square for the queen. Maybe the bishop can reroute to d6. Yeah, maybe now it makes sense to trade off the light squared bishops. Oh, really? And this move. Bishop e4. Bishop e4 looks pretty strong. Knight's pinned to f2. Okay. Opponent didn't quite realize that. Okay. Gotta win. 3.5 out of 5. 1 win, or no, 1 loss, 1 draw, 3 wins. Yeah, this game is kind of just about building up gradual pressure. Had to be patient out of the opening. This is a situation that can often come from Cambridge Springs, where I get the bishop pair because I induced this this trade on f6, but this bishop hibernates for a long time. Eventually built up the kingside attack. Do you ever play Caro? I play against the Caro-Kann. The Caro-Kann is not an opening I've played so much as black. Lean more towards Sicilian. So I think I'm breaking even for rating this tournament. 27-22. Some games still going this round. Watching a Caro against Sanalfa Hop. Both players about to flag. The Caro in a bit of trouble, down a pawn. Both players on perfect scores too. Rooks are traded. Oh wait, white's down 2 pawns. This should be winning for black, but not always easy. Bishop found a happy place. And knights are sometimes tricky. Although this knight is now almost trapped. But not quite. Knight c4. Oh, is it going to be a draw? Still super tricky. King e4. Yeah, this should be a draw. Yeah, this should be a draw now, I think. I don't know, though. King has to walk around. If the king walks around, then white's king gets in. Knight d4. Yeah, this should be a draw now. Okay. Still some perfect scores. It's like we have Sindarov. Ravian? No, this is an FM. Rouge is still perfect. Wait, no, I don't want to withdraw. Almost accidentally withdrew from Title Tuesday. Just want to look at more games. 2 games left this round. Yeah, so this is the end of round 5. I'm not sure if I'll play up or down next round. Might be close. Oh, hello to Greta Lapi. Germany is nice. It's a little bit less expensive than Switzerland. Oh, playing Rustemov. Okay. Rustemov likes to play the French. Let's play London. XI Sparks was requesting London earlier. Okay, we have a modern. What to do, what to do. Oh, thank you, Wild Basics. Happy 12 months. Okay, doing well on time. If ever e5, there's not 5 ideas. I'm probably ready to castle soon. And I have 6 might come. Queen b6, bishop e3. You have rook c1 now. Five. The thing for black, if the pawn ever goes away from e6, I have knight f5. I'm conceding the e5 square, though. Maybe not the best decision. Take king h3. Looks iffy. Knight c4 is probably coming. I take first. Doesn't really help. So knight c4, queen b4. It's a move. Taking bishop e4. Still a fight. I mean, dark squares are not good for me. At least I can put something on f5. Maybe put the knight on e6. New home. Bishop g6 takes. No! I flagged. If I play knight c4, it's probably not enough to draw. It's actually funny, like knight c4 black can promote to knight and then probably be winning, maybe. Although maybe then takes in d6. Does it draw after knight c4? No, there's king f4. Black's probably winning. Oh, black queens with check. Never mind. Okay. I have knight b1. Oh yeah, knight b1, I can wait. Apparently it's a draw. Oh, that's sad. What a fight. It looked losing around here. It was losing around here. But then it got tricky. I don't fully understand the top engine move. Okay, so the bishop should have moved. But why not king c7 immediately? Oh, then I take and I queen, okay. So the winning plan for black would have been to move the bishop and then walk the king this way. Yeah, good fight though. I like the position, like once my knight got to e6. Never completely winning though for white. Rook c1 would have been better. Yeah, rook c1 to c7. I was trying to set up some sacrifice like take and then have a check on h4, b4, but it just never worked out. Okay, moving on. 3.5 out of 6. Okay, let's play TieuAnhNgan. XI Sparks was requesting it earlier. Didn't actually get a London in the previous game. Although here we're going to have something, it's not quite a TieuAnhNgan. Yeah, let's go for something fun. G5. I think Judith Polgar played this at some point in the past. It's taking time. A good sign. D4 might be coming. I play knight, knight d4. Take knight b5. b5, knight d6, king f8. Interesting. How crazy do I want to go here? Let's play knight d4. h3 is a good move. e2. Play f5. Also g3. I'm taking too long. Probably just take an h4. G5, bishop f6. H4 could be a target, like long term. Okay, H1 is coming. I probably should have gone for some B5 idea. Maybe to do. Moving way too slowly. I think I just have to lose a pawn. Fight for it a little bit. G4, really? G5's coming. Take. Doesn't work. My time management has not been good this game. E5 might be possible coming soon. I do have this trick, D5 and then bishop B2. Getting spicy. Take a here. What's this? Please take my knight, please. They see it. Oh, they don't see it. Oh no, white's queen. Okay. Let's go. Oh wow, white resigns. I had 3 seconds left, but okay. Once I win the queen, it should be straightforward to convert. Okay. That was definitely not a smooth game. Yeah, I was basically getting crushed. Worse for a long time. I think when I played d5, my opponent just didn't see this threat. But they did create counterplay against my knight. And then it actually worked out nicely going into this line. Because it's so easy for black to, or so easy for white to just assume the knight hangs and then miss a tactic. So that was round 7. 4.5 out of 7. We have 1 more game until a break. 4 more games total. Clean up my tabs here. And watch Firouzja. Firouzja against Sindarov. Ooh. Sindarov wins. Still perfect. Got blue bomb playing. Hello to Fairy Medic. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Last title Tuesday I streamed was Feels like almost a month ago. And this might be my last title Tuesday for a couple more weeks. The tournament in Norway coming up. But we'll see. I do plan to stream the later title Tuesday too. So in about 4.5 hours from now. Oh, no. I keep clicking the wrong X. I don't want to withdraw, I just want to exit out of this game. An interesting queen ending here. Should be a draw. Draw incoming. Okay, games are wrapping up. Left and right. All the games I'm clicking on are okay, except this one. This one just ended. Another rook versus bishop. And pawn versus rook. King versus king. I'll watch this one. Oh, if this game is a draw, then I'll have the same amount of points as Kohler's. Strong Grandmaster. Am I in the top 100? Doesn't look like it. It's also not scrolling past 90. Oh, there we go. I'm tied for 100 something. Question, are you doing a meetup in Berlin? Probably not a planned meetup. Though I might stop by like one of the chess clubs, pubs, what do you call it? Chess pubs. There's one that's like owned by World Chess, and then there's another one called Strangers Chess, I think. I actually walked by yesterday. Might go by and play some games there. Oh, playing Christopher Yu, who's fresh off the junior championship. Okay, let's focus here. Here we go. A6, of course. Play this setup. There's some trick here. It's a trick. D5 I think I take. Here I think I gambit. Knight C3. Also knight D2. Am I already in trouble? Take E5. Not pretty, but maybe playable. Queen trade is offered. Take knight G5, F3. Also take an E5. Let's start with this. I think I'm going for F3. It's not pretty though. At least I stop bishop C5. I have to play C3 here. B4 would be annoying. Okay, knight D2, knight F2, and castling is coming. Maybe king F1, rook G1. Yeah, I wanted to connect the rooks. Oh, thank you, Stockfish. Gifting to Greta Lapi. Do appreciate it. I really just want to fight for the open file. Knight D3, but then I take. Looking to play B3 at some point. Or also take and play E5. Oh, the rook's defended. E5 I think is still fine though, probably. Knight E4 first. Kind of at a standstill. I think I have more active play though. Each pawn's a target. E3 and then eventually C4 is a plan too. Oops. Oh, that's a bad move by me. I can't take that. Still tricky. That was a strange move. Wow, that game ended like very abruptly. I have to assume that was a mouse slip. Maybe intended rook f5. I was expecting rook f2 to win the h pawn, and then maybe I get counterplay. Yeah, kind of unfortunate for my opponent, given that black should be somehow fighting for a win here. Rook f2. I wasn't sure what was going on. I guess I'll take the win. 5.5 out of 8. 3 more rounds to go. Still possible to score my best ever score in Title Tuesday. But I'll try and take it one game at a time. Thank you to Astroman. Happy 2 months. I felt like I was doing well, like, out of the middle game. Around here, yeah, white definitely has some edge in the position. And then... yeah, I guess I gave up my edge somehow. Probably should have played c4 here. How much rating did I get? I got 13 points for that. Took away my opponent's 3,000 rating. I am up rating this tournament. Started, I think, around 27, or yeah, 27-20. Up to 27-37. Is Christopher Yu from Tuvalu. I think his FIDE federation is USA. He just played the US Junior Championship. But maybe he has some love for Tuvalu. Not the country I've been to before. Okay, so no more perfect scores. I think I should be in the top 100 now. Yeah, I'm tied for 62nd. 84th on tie breaks. Is Magnus playing? I don't see Magnus. Unless he's like not on top. Oh, Magnus is playing. Oh, I'm half point behind Magnus. Wow. He's 6 out of 8. Not the best score. Wait, where'd he go? I swear I just saw him now, like, disappeared. The elusive Magnus Carlsen. He was like 30 something. Where'd he go? That's so weird. Oh, there he is. He's 52nd place. Maybe I just misread earlier. So not the best tie breaks either. Man, some strong players with 6 out of 8. Lim Lei, Jeffrey Zhang, Magnus Carlsen. Got Subham there too. Subham. I think beat Magnus like recently after some kind of mouse slip. How do Title Tuesday tiebreaks work? I think the number is based on the sum of your opponent's scores. So not really something you have control over. It would be interesting if tiebreaks were determined by your accuracy in your games. That would maybe be a bit more fair. But I think it would also encourage players to play like less sharp and more like boring chess. It does feel like I'm taking over Jonathan's channel now. What to do? Maybe someday I have to actually take over his channel. If he ever plays a risk, like over-the-board risk tournament, I'll commentate, offer my my wisdom, my limited wisdom on risk. Oh, Magnus late joined. Oh, maybe that's why he is 6 out of 8. Sacrifice some points. What happened to Levy? Levy still exists. maybe not playing this tournament, but he should be around somewhere. Maybe preparing for his next tournament. Oh, is Levy also playing? Let's Control F. Oh, what? Control F. Oh, I just discovered a new command in OBS. I'm actually on a Mac, so it's Command F. So I guess that enlarges a source to fit the screen. Command F. Rotham chat. Not found. Oh, that might mean I have to scroll down to find him. Doesn't look like Levy's here. I have not been watching the Speed Chess Championship. Is it happening today? Or did it happen today? Also, who's playing? I know Hans is going to play eventually, which is exciting. Yeah, I really haven't been consuming too much content recently. I did watch a little bit of Olympics. Saw some swimming last night. There's some volleyball, some hockey. But haven't been watching super closely. Okay, here we go. Playing a decently high-rated IM. It's Dragon time, or at least Sicilian time. Maybe Rosalimo time. I'll play knight f6. A6 is a sideline. Somewhat of a pet line I learned recently. F6 and H6 are the more common moves. I think castling is stronger to meet Queen C7 with Rook E1. Because now, yeah, now I get to castle. If Bishop takes G5, I take and then play Rook F5 and back the pawn. Play Rook F5 here. I go for B5 in this position. There's also H6. F4 is coming. Go for B5. Again, Bishop G5, I take in Rook F5. I want to play Bishop B7 as soon as possible. Might see Queen E7. Take on E5. So Queen E8, I have Rook F8. Rook E1, probably Queen F6. Knight E4, I was thinking Bishop B7. Am I losing a pawn though? Queen D7, take, Rook E1. 2 Queen E6, Rook F7. This might simplify a lot. I miss Knight D6. How bad is this? Knight D6. I have Queen D5, which might save me. There's also Rook H5. Maybe it's okay. As an oversight, though. Why is my heart rate so low? Low 70. This position's heating up. Knight d6 queen, queen d5. Okay, so we're going into this line. Rook h5. I want to keep the bishop. I think I have to simplify. Yeah, so e6 is weak, but c2 is undefended. Takes, I block with rook. I could play king h8 actually. Yeah, rook f7. e2 is attacked. f2 is also a target. I guess all three results are still possible. Rook c1. Over defending the rook because maybe king h8 will come, except not here. Or makes some sense. Takes. I see c4 makes sense. Because the line takes, queen a8, rook f8, queen a6, queen b2. Defend the pawn. If I win b2, then the c pawn is passed. e3. Or I'm playing for a win. No draw. I'll have allowed that. Okay. Yeah, it's a difficult position for white to play with so little time. Maybe white can hold on, but that was a nice gift. e4. So, got an upset. Couple upsets this tournament. And strong players just giving me their free pieces. That could have been a mouse slip, but we'll take it. So I'm 6.5 out of 9. 2 more rounds to go. Heart rate hit 100 briefly there. Was it over 100? Maybe at some point.
Good game, Eric.
Thank you, Sidna. I'm almost certainly playing up next game. 6.5. Trying to chase Magnus. Magnus on 7. Bobby's on 7. So I'm half a point behind Fabiano and Magnus. Be nice to play one of them, or catch up to one of them. Maybe in the last round. Sinjarov leading with 8.5 and clear first. Mereditsky close behind, along with Blue Bomb and Veruja. Have you ever been Fabi? Not in chess. In ping pong. And probably at some point in Bughouse, but in chess, I think he's won all the games we played. We played a decent amount, like online and over the board. In a street fight. We have yet to street fight. I actually have yet to street fight anyone. If we ended up street fighting, I'd probably just offer a draw before engaging. Okay, final opponent playing Grandmaster Alexander Shimanov, a former teammate of mine. We went to Webster University for a few years together. He likes to play a lot of different openings. He also knows my style too, so he's playing some weird E3 stuff. Okay. Interesting. He wants to play f4. Probably just have to allow it, like castle, c5. I'll probably look to play knight e5 and maybe eventually f6. Knight e4 and then f6. There's queen c2. Maybe c5 first. Typical type of structure. White definitely has some annoying setup. Rook c8. Maybe b5. Or take. Tricky position. Some issues with c4 and then the bishop being undefended on b7. I might have to play some rook b8 move. Now c4. He's threatening some bishop h7. Maybe just rook d8. H6. Play c4 too. I want to play 94 ASAP. Really? Wow. Take F6. Ay, what to do? I have 94. Doesn't seem to work though. I'm not sure about this. We're scared of rook f6 there. I think 95. Rook f5, probably knight f8, threatening bishop c8. Could throw in c3 there too. Oh, what a move. Crazy move. I should be winning, but it's super scary. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Heart rate got high there. The 140s. Let's go. 7.5 out of 10. Did I pass Magnus or Fabi? We're on 7 out of 9. I don't think I've ever even had the chance to get 8.5 out of 11 going into the final round. Just gotta stay calm. And cool down a little bit. Top 30. That was a nice game overall. Like he threw the kitchen sink at me, but somehow I caught it. I just took all the pieces that he gave me. I was more scared of rook f6 here, but I guess I have knight f6. I spent a long time trying to calculate this line, like takes. I think I have to take with queen. Check here. Queen h8, there's this, but then there's this move. I'd be up to exchange, but the bishops are scary. Okay, 3 ideas. Is this winning for white? Yeah, white would be better here. Oh, GF6 was also playable. Yeah, some really crazy lines there. Not too much time to analyze. Yeah, maybe I'll get invited to the fair play call again. I was invited last month. Last month or earlier this month? Feels like a while ago. Anyway, let's see who has 7.5. Oh, I'm above Fabi now. Fabi has 7. Where's Magnus? It still says Magnus has 6 out of 8. Does Magnus withdraw? Well, the scoreboard just doesn't update. Like a few rounds behind for some players. Command F Magnus. Not found. Maybe someone in chat knows how Magnus is doing. Oh, Magnus withdrew. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. I passed Magnus and Fabi. Still a lot of players above me. Nerditsky leading the tournament now. 9 out of 10. Oh, let's click this. Okay, next opponent. Final round. Here we go. Playing an FM, but rated almost 2,900. The Sicilian. What do I want to play? Could take a draw, but I'm gonna force play on for more. G5 in this position, really? 95. I haven't looked at G5. Oh. Okay, don't want to spend too much time. We need 2. Yeah, I'm probably just go over the trade. I mean, if G4 91, it's not pretty, but eventually I want to unravel the F4, C3, C2, D4. Definitely getting a abstract position here. D5. D4 might come. F3. We need 2 probably. I think Queen E2 looks playable. In some E5 and then F4 idea. E5 here. I'm blundering C3, but we'll treat it as a sacrifice. There's Queen D4. Queen F2. Queen F2 is slightly better. Queen D4 is still coming. So I do have the D6 square. But 92 is a threat. Ay, ay, ay. I don't want to take. Try this. I'm really not happy here. Maybe I'm threatening c5. First black defends it. I'm threatening these squares. Hanging a2. I'll treat it as a sacrifice. When it doesn't take. Knight d4 is coming. Go for a4 doesn't work. To try this. I just blundered d6. Oh, what to do? We're still coming. Maybe I use e5 square. I'm down 2 pawns. Something to fight for. b4 coming. This idea to walk the king to h4. Just go for it. That's a good move. Or is it? Crazy position now. I don't like my chances. This idea. Oh, what to do? I have chances there after rook d4. No, it's just losing. It seemed like interesting counterplay though. So close. That's so far. I really misplayed the early middle game, I guess. Dropping pawns. Yeah, that, like for a very brief moment, I thought I just won a piece, but you know, rook g8 and my king gets mated. Yeah, the bishop controls 8. Oh, what to do? Still gained a lot of rating. I mean, I think 3 upsets. some of which were maybe due to mouse slips by my opponents. Yeah, I can't complain. Felt like I was in decent form. I do have to check this opening. G5 is not a move I think I've studied. B2 apparently played the engine recommendation at A4. There are other lines in like the system where Black Fiend cattles a bishop and then we go for this sort of trade. So it seems like a solid approach for white. They actually handled this fine according to the engine. I just blundered c3. Ah, knight c4 immediately. Yeah, it took me a few moves to realize that the square was accessible. Here this would be more of a sacrifice. Take knight d6. Yeah, there's good counterplay, like f3 coming. Okay. So, my first time playing under the German flag in Title Tuesday. Scored decently well. Maybe I'll have to continue playing from Germany. Oh, who won? Or is it still going? The tournament might still be going. Yeah, a couple games still going. Fellow Eric in a little bit of trouble. Uh-oh. Oh no, my Eric. Wow, tied for first. Perugia best on tie breaks. Followed by Blue Bomb, Anish, Erditsky in fourth. I finished in top 50, maybe? Tied for top 50. 55th on tie breaks. Okay, pretty good showing. Where did Fabiano finish? Or did Fabiano also withdraw? Not showing where he finished. Why did Eric became German? Because I'm in Germany, so that makes me German now. Okay, Guten, see you later? How do you say that in German? Hasta luego, baby.